so then I can also repeat a little bit of what I said earlier. Am I on screen yet? Not yet.
On.
So this is the presentation which I gave in the pre-lunch session, but the session right now is supposed to be more on the technology aspect, so there is a lot of this which I will skip and I'll come straight to this. So in terms of technology, there are two ways in which you can use the solar energy. One is you convert sunlight into electricity going by the solar photovoltaic route, which is basically a silicon-based technology, as I said earlier. And once you have generated power, it can be used to power anything. On the other hand, you can also use sunlight to heat something, to heat water, to heat air. This is based on the black body absorption principle. So you basically have an array of copper tubes painted black, and if you have water flowing through it, so the black body will absorb the sunlight, the heat, and the water flowing through the thing will heat up. So that's a solar water heater. Generates electricity. Great. So I am talking to an audience which knows what the product is. So let's talk more about how it works. So this is how it works. You have solar radiation falling onto a panel, which, as I said, is a semiconductor material. And basically, when the photons hit the semiconductor material, the electrons get excited and generate electrical current. And that current then can flow out and go into a charge controller. From where it can be put into a battery, and battery basically stores the current. Up to this point of time, it's a DC current. So if you have a DC load, you take the current straight from the battery. If you have an AC load, then you put it through an inverter, convert it from DC to AC, and use it as an AC load. This is a very basic outline of the technology. It also works in, just a second, yeah. So it also works in the hybrid mode. Hybrid mode meaning that in addition to solar panels, you can charge your battery bank by a DG set or by a wind generator, or of course connected to the grid. And then you can configure the electronics to say that you use solar first and wind next and DG and grid next and DG last. Put it through a very high temperature. You basically have molten silicon which has to be then converted into ingots. And silicon ingots, then you create wafers out of that. So silicon wafers then becomes your raw material for making of solar cells. So what you see on the screen is a solar cell. Okay, the one on top is a monocrystalline solar cell. The one below is a polycrystalline silicon cell. The difference between the two is monocrystalline is more efficient. It is able to convert about 70% of the energy that falls on it into an electrical current. Multicrystalline is slightly less, about 15.5, 16. But similarly, the cost also varies. So at net it comes to the same thing. Once you have these cells, you put them onto a panel. So a panel is nothing but a collection of cells which have been put onto a EVA sheet, and then on top there is a toughened glass which is there. So there is, and then put into an aluminium frame. So in terms of applications, there are great many number of applications of solar which are possible. So you can use a single panel, or you can use multiple panels. And the panel itself can be of various sizes. You can have a panel which is as small as the screen of my laptop, or you can have a panel which is 1 meter by 2 meter. And then it's a modular thing. So you think of it like a brick. So you want a wall which is 10 feet high, so you put so many bricks. If you want a wall which is 100 feet high, you put 10 times the number of bricks, isn't it? So similarly in panels, so you want 1 kilowatt solar system on the top of this building, so you may put 10 panels of 100 watts each. Okay, so 100 into 10 becomes 1000 watts, which is 1 kilowatt, right? You want 10 kilowatt panel on the top of this thing, you multiply that by 10. You want 1000 kilowatt, which is a 1 megawatt power plant, then you need a big area. Okay, but you can literally play with the numbers. Let's say you can put out 5000 panels of 200 watts each. Okay, so 5000 multiplied by 200 will give you 1 million. That's a megawatt, right? So just apply your mind to this. This is a huge opportunity for India in terms of energy supply. So this was the theme of my lecture in the first half, that we as a country are very short of energy. If you look at the power scenario, this is the way our power scenario looks like. 53% of the power we generate is coming from coal. 10% is coming from gas. Both of these are fossil fuels, as you know, right? They are not going to last forever. Yeah. There is one estimate which says that the coal that we have will be over in the next 100 years. Now, as students and as engineering students and as planners, we got to apply our mind to this, that can we afford to just keep burning the thing which is there only for a limited time and burn all of it during our lifetime and leave nothing for our next generation? Is that a good idea? No, really not, right? So what should we do? We should use sources which are replenishable, which are renewable, which will not get depleted. Now, which are those sources? So out of those sources, you have solar, and you have wind, and you have biomass, hydro, and you of course have hydro. Right, hydro is extremely important. So these are the sources which nature has given you. Out of these, solar is a source which almost, we have unlimited quantity of solar. Because ours is a country which is situated in that part of the geography where we receive a lot of sunshine. We are one of the most sunny places in the world. On an average, we have about 300 to 320 sunny days in a year. And it's universally available within the country. So from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, everywhere we have sunshine. The other beauty with sunshine is, or with solar power is, that it lends itself to decentralized generation, which means that everybody can generate his own power. All you need is a panel, isn't it? So if there are 50 students in this hall, and I give each one of you a panel, which is as big as this, and you go and put it on the top of your room or your building or your house or home or hut or whatever, you become your own power generator. From day one, you are your own power generator. You are not here waiting for the nuclear power plant which will come after 7 years down the line. There is no rehabilitation or resettlement of people as it would happen in the case of a large hydropower plant. You are not waiting, and unlike in a wind power plant, which is not actually possible in places like Delhi or Modinagar, because you don't have wind of that speed. So you cannot put a wind power plant here. You should have an area. And then you should have so much area for wind. But solar, the beauty is that it's available at all scales. You can put it on the top of a building, you can put it in an open field, you can have a little lantern, you can have a home lighting system, a kilowatt size plant or a megawatt size plant. And then it's decentralized generation of power. Everybody can generate his own power. The sunlight does not discriminate between the rich and the poor. Unfortunately, the system that we have created discriminates between the rich and the poor. It discriminates between the cities and the villages. Are you aware that we've got about 80,000 villages in this country which are not electrified till today? 80,000 villages. This is when the definition of electrification is a very loose and a liberal one. And roughly about 40% of the population doesn't have access to a basic electricity connection. 40% of 1.2 billion people, 40% of 1.2 billion is almost half a billion people, right? 48 crores. 48 crores is the whole of the USA and the whole of Germany and whole of France and whole of UK put together. Some of the biggest countries in the world and most powerful countries. उतने लोग तो हमारे यहाँ ऐसे हैं जिनके पास बिजली नहीं है, पहुँची नहीं आज तक, और पहुँचेगी भी नहीं. इसलिए नहीं पहुँचेगी क्योंकि the system we have is we keep putting up large plants, and then we have a grid system, and that grid system is constructed in a way that by the time, first of all, it doesn't reach every village and hamlet, okay, because there is a techno-commercial feasibility which is involved. Why would an electricity board spend money on supplying a grid line to a village which is 10 kilometers from the nearest substation and where only 50 families are living. That doesn't make sense for them, right? They only have limited budget. The second issue is that you and me who live in cities, our per capita consumption keeps going up as our income increases, right? So a guy who has a fan this year, next year when he has more money, he will buy a cooler. 3 years later when he has more money, he will buy an AC. 5 years later when he has more money, he will buy a second AC, isn't it? So our consumption of electricity is directly correlated with our economic growth. And economic growth is happening. We are going great guns. Our economy is growing at 9%, right? And why not? We should. Nothing wrong with it. We need to do that. Only issue is that as we keep growing and our electricity consumption keeps increasing, are we able to distribute that in an equitable way? In a way which is fair and just for the last guy in the system. It's not happening. So the last guy in the system, he was high and dry 60 years ago, he is high and dry today, and he will continue to be high and dry because he is not on your mental radar screen, he is not on my mental radar screen. He is out of sight and out of mind, right? So here is a technology which can come and solve that problem. Here is a technology which gives the power to each and every person to generate his own electricity. He is not dependent on anyone because मैंने क्या करना है, एक panel लगाना. From day one, when I have a panel on the top of my roof, I am my own generator of electricity. Thank you very much. I don't need the state government or the central government. सूरज की रोशनी पे तो सबका बराबर का अधिकार है. So this is the overall scenario. Now coming to products and applications, we have, as I said earlier, we can have solar applications at various levels, starting from a small lantern like this to a home lighting system, and a home lighting system can be used anywhere. These pictures are from Ladakh. So in the most remotest places where electricity grid is not available, Ladakh there is no grid. The whole of Ladakh, the whole of Leh city is running on these generators. बिजली है ही नहीं वहाँ. Andaman Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, remote interior villages of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, UP, Bihar. That's where solar can do great show. It's already doing. For us, it's business, good business. Now you can have solar street lights, you can have solar garden lights, you can have village level power plants, which could be medium and large sized power packs. You can run a water pumping system on solar. The beauty of this is that you don't need to store power here. There is no need of a battery because you are going to irrigate the field when the sun is shining. So you have sun shining, and when sun is shining, your panels are generating power. When power is being generated, you run your motor with it, and you have water coming out, and you irrigate your field. Fantastic. And you can have pumps which which can be surface pumps or submersible pumps, 1 HP, 2 HP types. And this is something which again for us as a business, this is a big opportunity. In Punjab and Haryana we sell every year hundreds of these pumps. Solar is extremely good for specific applications like this one, for example. You can have a solar powered vaccine refrigerator. So in rural areas, government is trying very hard to improve the education and health system. Government is opening a lot of new schools, primary schools, secondary schools. They're opening a lot of hospitals, primary health care centers and so on. But everywhere, same problem comes up. Bijli nahi hai saab. Government is putting out, those electronic information kiosks under the e-governance plan. They put out some bloody hell, I don't know, 80,000 kiosks in different villages. Half of them चलते ही नहीं है. चलेंगे कहाँ से? बिजली नहीं है. कंप्यूटर लगा दिया, स्कैनर लगा दिया, प्रिंटर लगा दिया, कैमरा लगा दिया, सब कर दिया. बिजली नहीं है. टेलीकॉम टावर्स, 3,50,000 telecom towers लग चुके हैं इस देश में. 3,50,000. We are the fastest growing telecom market in the world. 750 million mobile connections are there.
So many of them are illegal.
I'm coming to that. And half of those telecom towers are in remote and rural areas where electricity is not available. So there are other issues. Telecom towers have been set up by companies without taking necessary permissions, as he is saying they are illegal. Municipality वाले से उसका झगड़ा चल रहा है, etc. That is one part of the story. I am focusing on the other part, which is telecom tower खड़ा कर दिया, उसको power देने के लिए power नहीं है आपके पास. So आप क्या कर रहे हैं? You are running a diesel generator. How mindless can that be? Diesel generator 24/7. Absolutely, consumption of diesel, and this is non-stop. कब तक जलाएंगे आप? Ministry has come up with a figure. They are saying 2 billion liters of diesel is being consumed by telecom towers every year. 2 billion liters, my God. कब तक करेंगे? There should be some deadline, no? Because ये diesel हमारे पास तो है भी नहीं, हम तो import करते हैं उसे. Our country doesn't have. I mean, I hope you guys are all following these things, no? We don't have any oil or petroleum of our own. I think I showed you somewhere. Yeah, read here. India imports 78% of the oil requirement.